Hello and welcome to the SatonmyButt channel for the review of the Streamlight ProTac 1L1AA flashlight. Now, Streamlight have sent me this through for review and I've been really impressed with it. It is a really nice bit of kit. Now, it comes in one of these plastic moulded cases with your flashlight sat in the front and a space there for an AA battery and a CR123 battery that they include. And in the back, you get a holder for it that has got a belt loop on there, and your flashlight sits in and it's covered up so it's not going to come out and get lost. Now then, as I say, it comes with two batteries. You've got the CR123, and you can see it in comparison there, hopefully, if I can get that right, to an AA battery, just shorter and fatter, and it provides a lot more power. Now, it's just a case of slopping both of these in. There is no kind of little thing that an AA sits in. It will just sit in and it doesn't rattle around, even though it's slimmer once it's in there. So I'm going to pop in the CR123. Now, just to let you know, you can get an RCR123, a rechargeable one, but that does not perform quite as well as the CR123. You get a little bit of drop on the power and the durability of that battery. Now then, in it goes, and on the back there, it's got what they call their 10 tap button. I'll go into that a little bit in a while. Now then, I went onto Amazon and I had a look at this, and it costs $46.82 on Amazon. And it's got quite bad reviews. I mean, the stars here, it's sitting at 2.5 stars. Now that's not a lot for a flashlight like this, and I'm like, well, what's going on? I think it's been given quite a hard time. A very hard time. I've been using this for quite a while and I've been trying to give it as hard a time as I can. Some of the complaints were about the button on the back. Now, I don't know if they've somehow got a fake one. They're saying that this doesn't last, so I've been sat there tapping away. Now, you can do a light press. I'll put my hand over so I don't distort. Just without clicking, or click and it stays on. The idea there is, I mean, this is 350 lumens and I'm going to totally knacker the picture, but look. It is super bright. 350 lumens with the CR123, and if I double tap that button, it strobes. Sorry about that if any of you have epilepsy. Apologies, I put a warning at the beginning. And this is where the 10 tap comes in. Now, I've been giving this button a lot of grief. Sat there, so I click, seeing if I can get it to fail. Click. The only thing that failed was my poor arthritic old thumbs. Now then, the 10 tap, if you light press that 9 times, hold on the 10th, it cycles through a program of what happens when you double tap, etc. The default is high, then strobe, then to low, like with the double taps. Press 9 times, hold on the 10th, it will flick to high only. Do it again, low and high, and then back to the factory default of high, strobe and low. So if you don't want the strobe, you just want high, just plop it on that. Done. It comes with a clip there, so you can also clip this on your belt if you haven't got it in the holder, or clip it on whatever. And that, if you don't want it, literally just pulls off, no messing about with the screw. But it's on there very tight, it's just not going to come away. It is waterproof, it's got a nice seal. Now, I've played with this. I took it out with the CR123 and the AA out in the back garden. Now, garden's just over 100 foot long. By English terms, that's quite good. I know in America that's not very good. Boom, it's just lit up the whole garden. It's lit up the houses behind that, and it's lit up the houses in the road the other side as well. So I thought, right, best stop messing about before the neighbours come and have a go at me. Plopped in the AA thinking, it's not going to be as good, and I've done this because the CR123 isn't expensive, as I say, about £5 on Amazon for a CR123 in Duracell. But on the AA, it's still lighting it up right down there. I'll give you all the specs in a minute on what it does with each battery. Day-to-day running, this is going to be good enough on an AA battery. It really is, because you're not going to need that massive 350 lumens on a daily basis with daily use. It's just way too much. Now then, let's go into a little bit of the specs of this thing. So it's 350 lumens. It's machined from 6000 series aircraft aluminium with a black anodised finished, and with it you get the CR123, and this is how much the torch weighs with them in it. It weighs 71 grams with the CR123, 79 with the alkaline, which surprises me, and 68 grams if you use an AA lithium. Now if you've got the CR123 in, you're going to get 1 hour 30 minutes on high, 14 hours on lobe and 3 hours of strobe. I can't see anyone wanting 3 hours of strobe. This is, I believe, kind of a defence mechanism. Someone's coming at you, double tap on strobe, and it's going to disorientate them, and they're going to have to close their eyes or turn away. I've done it on myself. It's not pleasant. Now, with the AA alkaline, you're going to get 1 hour and 20 minutes on low. On high, my apologies, on low you're going to get 7 hours 30 minutes and strobe 3.5 hours, but that is a lower intensity. I'll go into that in a minute. And with a lithium, an AA lithium, high 4 hours 15 minutes, low 14 hours and strobe 8 hours. But there is a little bit of give. If you go to the AA, then you're not going to get as much power from this LED here. You're going to get, now CR123, you can get 160 metres beam distance and 350 lumens. Now that is just massive, isn't it? Most of us on a day-to-day basis are not going to need 160 metres. And 53 metres and 40 lumens on low. With an AA, you're still getting 105 metres of distance at 150 lumens and 53 metres on low. And so with the AA, I really do think that most of you, and certainly I will be, running it on AA batteries and being very, very happy with the Streamlight ProTac. You know, if you do happen to find yourself in an extreme series, like, you know, out in the woods, long distance or whatever, where you're going to want to have that beam punching right the way through, then the CR123 is the way to go. Now it is IPX7 rated design, waterproof to 1 metre for 30 minutes and 2 metre impact resisted. And I've chucked it up the hole. I haven't plopped it in water, but I've thrown it about a little bit, given it a rough time. And it keeps going. It is really a lovely bit of kit. It feels nice. Now, you're probably saying, well, 46 odd quid is a lot of money for a flashlight. But it's this whole, do you buy good once or do you buy cheap multiple times? Now I brought a cheap flashlight a couple of years ago from a Chinese website. I don't mention names because I don't like to put down other sites, and I wish I could tell you who it was, but I won't. And it cost me about £5. And it came through and it looked fairly nice, but it felt cheap. It just didn't feel right. You could tell in that finishing that it wasn't a great quality. And then after a few days, the button on the back gave in. The button never felt right, whereas this, I'm going to take out the battery because I'm just going to end up flaring out my lens every time. This button feels sturdy. It just feels like you're getting a nice feedback. As I say, a light press without clicking brings it on, and a double tap to the next setting, or a click to keep it on. And it's got a really nice click to it, if that makes sense. You can feel the quality in a button. You know, these cheap ones just it's got a nice deep click and a little bit of resistance against it, which makes it feel good. And as I say, clicking away to see if I can make it fail, and my old thumb failed. £46.80 from Amazon. I will put the link in the description on YouTube, and it'll also be in the top on the written review under purchase at the top of that. I can't fault this flashlight. It is a bit of a pricey buy, but if you want to get yourself a decent flashlight, be it your police officer, whether you're a paramedic and the one supplied isn't good enough, or military, or you're out hunting or out just whatever, and you want a decent torch, and this one here is set to last you. If you're worried about Amazon, you think, oh, there's some fakes on there, that's why it's getting low reviews. It's got to be shops around the UK that are also selling this on for Streamlight, who are an American-based company. And that is that. Cracking torch. Thank you to them for sending it to me. There's going to be a post coming out, which was the idea. I don't wear this on about. I tuck that under the seat on my wheelchair, and the Velcro sticks to the Velcro of my seat, and it's always to hand. And there's going to be a post coming out about the importance of having a a flashlight, a torch on you at all times if you're a wheelchair user. And that'll be coming in about a week or so's time. That is that. Don't forget to like the review, subscribe to the old channel. I will see you next time. Take care.